Good morning and welcome back to another episode. Something a little bit different this week. Out and about, busy. First week back. Today is the first day we're actually out of camp. So out in the ranges today for a couple of days. So some practice shoots, getting used to the weapon again. Iron out any sort of mistakes because we'll have such a long time off. And going into our sort of weapons sort of shoot, it's like an annual test you do every year in the military. So going to go do that today. I'm also going to touch on is military mindset on this episode. So what mindset personally I sort of think you need to have in the military, maybe to get you through training or just generally outside of training. Also going to get around a few lads and just sort of ask everyone today what their sort of interpretation or what they think sort of mindset they need for training. So hopefully get something out of it and we'll get about today. Issue little ranger wagon here, getting the brews going before the ranges. So out on the range day, and like I say, we're doing a few sort of practice shoots and then going into that sort of annual weapons test. And like I said this morning, so that what I wanted to sort of talk about today was about mindset. And what I'm going to do then is I'm going to speak to a few guys now who've been in a bit. They've just come off operations and they've been, they're ranging between 2 to 3 years in unit as well. And then afterwards, then later on, we'll speak to guys who have sort of just come out of training, so out of Catrick, and they've either been in battalion for like 6 months, ranging between 6 to 4 months, and they'll give you a bit of a sort of talk on what they think the mindset is. You need to be an infantier in the army through training, and these guys are going to be about operations and stuff. So first then, you're going to know him is Robbie. So Robbie mate, what is your sort of take on sort of mindset, what you need to have?
My personal opinion on mindset, and this is my opinion personally, I think, coming from my experience, you have to want something if you're going to get it. You can't go half-hearted and be like, yeah, but I'll try it, I'll just give it my best, then actually not giving it your best. If you're going to give it your best, like, you have to have the mindset to push forward and keep going.
Staying focused on the job, knowing what you're going to be doing the next day and not doing anything to hinder the job the next day, trying to keep your
cool as such.
Yeah, keep your cool.
Yeah.
And not doing yourself over, like doing anything to yourself, like injuring yourself when you got something hard the next day, like a task or anything. It's the same back in camp. So big boys rules basically. So not going out in the lash, then coming into work the next day hungover, not being able to do anything and giving more work for other people.
Yeah, cool, happy days. And then just as Tegan then saying about big boys rules there, what a few of them will say about as well is, like, if you're ever struggling on anything, fitness and that sort of stuff, it's not waiting to be told, okay, you're failing on that or you're unfit, go and square it away. It's what these ones will tell you now. It's having that sort of mindset now of acknowledging it, that's happening to you, and going and fixing it. If you can't fix it by yourself, it's going and asking for that help. And that sort of ties into last week's episode, which will be linked here somewhere, what I said about the army now being so modern. So for you then, mindset wise, any advice then to anyone who's maybe hasn't gone through the assessment centre yet and who's ready to go? Because I'll flick back to it again, I have had a lot of DMs and stuff of people deferring assessment dates and stuff because they think they're not ready yet. So you'll hear it from the horse's mouth as such, what way to sort of, what you should pass, what you think someone should be thinking going to the assessment centre who they don't think they're ready yet.
So I know at the start I was a bit nervous going up to the assessment centre, but then it was actually my old rugby coach in school basically told me that if you go with the mindset you're going to fail, then you're more than likely killing yourself before you start. So you need to go up and be confident, know in your own abilities that you're going to be able to pass it, and that's the best you can do. As long as you put your 100% into it, you should be sweet.
And fun fact, Thompson here is actually from 2 Royal Irish. So flicking back to another couple of episodes again, a reservist who, and a lot of you have been saying about, asking more information about the reservist. He was a reservist And like one of the ideas I said about using reserves as a tester such to decide is the regulars a thing for you. You know, ops have finished, the rest of the reservists have went back to 2 hour Lars. He's still here, so he's a proven fact that you can enjoy it. So using reservists as a test, and you can make that transition. So is that?
Yes.
Are you coming, Regs? Are you?
Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. In a nutshell, Thompson's made it across. So that's it with them boys for mindset. Back, they're going to go now and get ready for their next shoot, and then we'll speak to guys who have just come out of ITC. Okay then, so I've got a few other guys, same again as sort of the last group, because the sort of guys who are fresh in, they're on the point now at the minute. So these guys, you're ranging a couple of years, 2-3 years in the battalion now as well, and they'll give you their take on mindset. So lads, what's your take on mindset?
So I think in the British Army and all the regiments, fuck, already.
So like we were saying earlier on there, what did you say?
Yeah, I was going to say that, but I started
Sergeant
off already.
Yeah, so I've got you now. This is all going on, like, this is all my natural. They're infanteers. As you can see, that over there is their primary job, yeah. So I've cut them out a bit. Right, P&I, positive attitude.
I think it's really important to have a strong positive attitude.
Yeah.
And you sort of need everything's not always going to be exactly how you'd want it to go.
Aye.
Like today, the weather hasn't been brilliant. It's been a bit cold, been a bit of wind, bit of rain. You just need to learn to sort of crack on with it, regardless. So keep yourself in the right mindset.
Yeah.
And just keep fucking powering through.
Aye, so it's hammering in where it's not always going to be sunny. Conditions are going to be good.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, you can all see it's pretty dull. We're down in Altcar, so it's down off the coast. It is a little bit windy and the rain is there. But like you're saying, you do have to be at a stage where, like I said, with the conditions and the times are against you, you need to keep a smile. So Miles, what was your one again? Yeah, the one I can't remember. Willingness. Willingness. Yeah. Right, go give it to them about
that. So like you're not gonna have a good time if you're just gonna sit at the side and not participate as much as you want to. You might have to push yourself out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
But if you're willing to fucking take on any of the challenges, you're gonna have a better time. Like, even if it's shit, if you're willing to do it and everyone else is willing to do it with you, it just makes it a lot better.
Yeah, cool. So it's just getting involved all the time, isn't it? Alrighty, mindset.
Pretty much just be as flexible as you can.
Yeah.
Try not to, if something happens and you need to be back in work, or something happens on exercise and you get a bit upset about it or something, just need to learn to get over it, really, and just because at the end of the day you're better in yourself and everyone with you. It's a team, not an individual effort, really.
Yeah, 100% bang on there. Like you're saying, it's like a 24-hour paid job and stuff can happen. Not all the time, but you're right.
Very seldomly it does, but
yeah. Alright, right, yeah. So that's another one then. So Miles brought me up, reminded me something there. What I've noticed is quite a lot of people are sort of worried and start to tell me about anxiety and like how to control it regards to icebreakers and stuff on like assessment centre and training. So like Miles has touched on there about just putting your hand up, and if volunteers are asked for something, it's just getting amongst it, whether that's talking in front of people, going first on an attack lane, going first on a PT or something. So for these ones, have you ever been nervous at any stage, especially in training and such, like for something new to you? What did you do, icebreakers?
Yeah.
So there we go, hit the nail head. So what we'll do is ask about icebreakers from these ones and then ones who've just come from Catrick. So because people have been asking quite a lot about that, for you then, like icebreakers, like for these ones here that might be flapping about it, what would you say to them?
So like whenever you get up in front of the crowd, especially when you're fresh in, it can be like very intimidating. I know for myself it was, but the sort of environment I was in, it was on like a platoon social event, so like everyone was sort of just having like a barbecue, a few drinks, we're having a good time. Yeah. And then they got up a few of the new blokes to sort of talk. And the good thing is you just sort of have to like lean into it and just
regiment or in
it was regiment, yeah. So this is really like my first couple of weeks in battalion.
Yeah.
And you just have to stand up, they'll fire questions at you and just give them real world answers, and give them like a bit of humour always works well as well. Yeah. Like I always say a lot of funny answers. Yeah. It tends to go down holidays here.
And one thing on humour, if you're really bad at it, stay away from it. Just don't use it, like, but that's cool. But like you touched on as well, just once you if you do an icebreaker in training, you know, be prepared, you might do another one, depending on what regiment you go to, if you're infantry, if you're corps, flipping squadron, I don't know, whatever you call anything else. However, you'll get that confidence in free training. Right, so these lads are going to get ready to go on the point. Next then I will chase up the guys who are just out of Catterick and give their sort of point of view. Cheers boys.
Cheers. Cheers.
Okay then, so I've got the guys then, so the new Rangers who have sort of come in from Catterick. They're ranging from about 6 months to about 4 months, and this is sort of the first week then, because we've come back from obviously that long leave. This is the sort of first week they've worked back with us as a company. So what we're going to do is some of them will touch on a little bit of mindset that I had for you during training, but the thing I want to pull out from this group, because they're the most sort of recent and competent in it, is basic training. So touching a few things and what they thought was more challenging for them and how they used their sort of what mindset they used to overcome that. So let's go across. So from what do you think then was one of the first challenging points, which I think was from the back, was what was it again? The very start. So we'll go in. So very start training then. What were you thinking?
You just kind of like,
I have to come out because of the wind.
you're all excited to go, and then when you get there it's just pure nerves, and you're thinking about quitting before it even starts.
Meeting people from all around, like England, Scotland, Wales, people from back home. You're meeting new people from different backgrounds, and it's harder because you're trying to explain where you've came from. And you're trying to get used to new people. So it's, but then become best mates after so many weeks. You're spending 24 hours with each other all day, night, exercise, everything. You become best mates.
Let's go for one more challenging part as a group.
Getting over homesickness.
In Catterick.
Getting over homesickness.
Homesickness? So we're still focusing in around the start then,
It was just not even the start.
Was that the whole way through for you?
Homesickness hit you in periods. Certain people get homesick at certain times. Like for me, it was halfway through training. I went home for a week, I come back from training, back to training, and I was homesick for about a month.
So was that, would that sort of come on, I know for you, because obviously we have to come over from Ireland, and maybe we won't get back every weekend during training, whereas other people can just jump in the car and drive home. But do you get more cohesion together because you can't get back to the island, so you click together? You obviously weren't in the same platoon, were you? No, just all mixture here.
You bond like more people. You bond with more people. Like I've probably never seen anyone from up south, and then me and young Kent are the good best mates now. You know, so spend more time with.
Well, you in the same training team, were you? Okay. Right, happy days. 3 points in. If you could go back and tell your flipping past self before you've now entered into training. So what?
Pride.
Anyone else?
Aggression and commitment.
Aggression and commitment?
Always be committed to something. If you're going to join up, sort of think to yourself you're going to do it. Come in with a positive attitude, because if you come in with a bad mindset, you're going to perform like poorly. So always be confident in what you're going to do, and if you do mess up, everyone makes mistakes, but you can always make it better, because no one's going to forget. Everyone's going to forget what you've done wrong, but it's the good things that stand out in a person, and if you're a good bloke, you'll succeed and do well.
Gleam and answer that, boy. Hey, boy, where'd that come from? Right, that's number two. Like, last one, anyone finish it off then? For one, sort of, if you could give advice to someone in Catterick, Pirbright, anywhere, basic training. Confidence, right?
Bring confidence out in yourself. Go in, make friends, click with people. You'll go through training brilliantly. Just make your 6 months in Catterick brilliant.
Okay, happy days. And then last one to finish off then. What is it like to pass out off training, to leave training and come to work?
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. Good.
That's really good. One of the best things in my life.
Best things in life. Happy days. Good. Right, cheers for that, boys. Gonna have to let them go now because they're gonna head back on. They're gonna be next detail, and they'll get up amongst the range. So that was them giving you their opinions on training and sort of mindset to get through that. So I've kept behind Hayes and Quinn. So they are both 6 months, is it, out of training?
Yeah.
Both sort of around that time. Both 6 months out of training. And what I want to touch on is the opportunities, so the adventure training style of stuff. If you did watch any of the previous videos, you would have seen a skiing film that we went away skiing. So ours was basically just a holiday. Some of them got a little bit of qualification out of it, but these two will go on a little bit more in depth in what they did. So Quinn, he was Nordic skiing in Sweden, was it?
Yeah, in Sweden.
Nordic skiing in Sweden, so that was a 6 month period. He went away, 6 months? 6 weeks, wasn't it? 6 weeks, loads of training, loads of competition. He'll go in full detail about that. And Hayes was on Frosted Blade, which was France Val d'Isère in France, skiing, but it was a big competition with training and stuff as well, and he'll go in to explain what he done as well. So Quinn, you first, mate. So the Nordic skiing, I'm gonna have to come close because the microphone all over me.
So I was only in battalion probably like 2 or 3 weeks, and then one of the lads came up to me and was like, we're going skiing, do you want to put your name down for it? I was like, yeah, grand. Went into the office, put my name down, got it. There's only, I think there's 5 or 6 of us, all new Rangers, and then they're like, yeah, sound, use it the team. So we did a little build-up training, doing phys every day.
Here in the UK?
Yeah, okay. Down in the gym. And then we went down to Perbury for 10 days, I think, to do like a prep course, down and to do bits of skiing and stuff. And using the rifles, because it's not just skiing, it's shooting as well. And then off we went to Sweden, 6 weeks, 5 or 6 weeks, and it was tough enough every day, twice a day. We went out on the slopes, like.
And I've seen that you've got like professionals came to help you out. Was there some kind of celebrity guy there?
Yeah, there's a few. There's one lad that was Olympic skier for England. Sam, I'm not sure what his second name is. Sam something.
Did he come?
He helped us a lot actually. He was really good.
Okay, and that was everyone in the infantry was there competing.
Yeah, it was the like the prep for the infantry championships. There's loads of battalions there, rifles, Scots, Grand Guards. And it was tough. It was really good. It was especially straight out of training. It was like exactly what I needed.
Have you ever been skiing before outside of the army?
I never went skiing. And Nordic skiing, cross country, is completely different to downhill. It's a lot more technique and it's a lot more of a lick. But within a few days I was grand.
The adventure training side of it, the same mindset you would have used for like doing like a mad tab or any of your stuff. So you're still getting that. So what you've learnt there, you're now incorporating that into something totally different that's not soldiering.
It's exactly like that, because when you're going up trying to ski up a hill and stuff like that, and it's proper tough. Like
just tying into that mindset.
You need the exact same mindset as if you're on battle PT or anything like that.
No, good, happy days. You got on that.
So I was only about in battalion 3 weeks, 2 weeks, and the officers were saying, do you want to put your name down for France? We need a few blokes. So I obviously put my name down for it, and they're like, right, we may not have enough space, we'll see what happens. And a few days later I get told I'm going on Frosted Blade for 6 weeks. So I couldn't even believe it, because I know what Frosted Blade was. It's a holiday, like, and I was buzzing for it. I went on leave just before it and got my Christmas leave, and then I went out skiing over the 6 weeks period. We were skiing over Christmas as well, but what happened was there is lots of different races. So for the first sort of 3 weeks you get used to skiing. You get to do a bit of free skiing, you go off piste, you have a coach, and it's good crack. The next 3 is sort of racing. So you start to get into the mindset of competing against other regiments and doing your regiment at the best of your capabilities. And it's good fun. Nightlife's amazing. Sometimes you're up to 6 in the morning, you got skiing at 7, but
it's just something you gotta do. And that's more mindset, isn't it? Being able to stay on it all night and get up and do the job then.
But it was a brilliant experience for me, especially coming straight into a battalion. It's the tough things don't last, tough people do. So, and that's why we get good things in the army. So
happy days. Gotta love Hayes' answers, like he's all over it, like with his answers. You near think they're scripted. Cheers boys. So that's two guys then, obviously straight, not too much out of training, and then that's the sort of opportunities they're banging in already on the ranges now, and then they've got a really busy year, 2 years ahead of them anyway. Any using the Carters?
Aye.
Yeah, so
Anti-tanks.
Anti-tanks and Recce. So a couple of episodes ago, done the specialist weapons ones. It was more me just talking, like a talking head video. These go start them courses on Monday. I'm going to follow a few of them throughout their course. More stuff of that will come out more March time once I get everything together. Thanks very much, lads.
Yeah. So there we go then, something a little bit different from this episode. Mindset, just wanted to cover it. New year and everything. Some people might be in amongst training or thinking about going to the military, or maybe you've no intention and you just want to, because I think anyway, personally, a military mindset, so like that army, that discipline, the courage, all this sort of stuff we're moulded upon, would work very well in any sort of organisation, whether it be civilian, military, first responders, anything whatsoever, which also goes back to the fact where I'm saying, like, if you ever thought I might not get sort of any qualifications or a particular thing, you will gain a lot of experience in all them sort of skills that you may not be able to put down on paper. I'm not saying don't get any sort of skills that you need to put in paper, because yes, there is certain things in life where you need them for, but most certainly this is not a waste of time if you come and do this side of stuff. Also then, I wanted to get a different point of view from different people, so instead of me just rambling on what I thought about it, so you've seen a wide sort of diverse crowd there today, from guys who've maybe just passed out of training to have a couple of years to maybe 4 or 5 years, all the sort of different, what way they're thinking, how they get through them sort of tough times. If you have them tough time, everyone will have them bad days. Nothing lasts forever. The bad day will finish, and the good days will outweigh the bad days. Anyway, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you got something out of the channel, and I will see you again next week.